Every Saturday night, millions tune in to witness athletic titans clash in the UFC octagon. We see the knockouts, we gasp at the submissions, we applaud the dominant performances. But what if I told you, you are only seeing half the story? Everyone saw the knockout. Almost no one saw what came 3 seconds before it. The subtle flick of a wrist. A barely perceptible shift of weight. The secret weapon that paved the way for glory. These aren't flashy spinning kicks, folks. These are the whispers before the storm. The moves so sneaky, so fundamental, they go unnoticed by almost everyone except the other fighter. Forget the Superman punch for a second. We're diving deep into the clandestine world of mixed martial arts, pulling back the curtain on the subtle sorcery and tactical wizardry that truly separates the good from the great. These aren't just techniques, they're psychological warfare. Physical misdirection, and frankly, a bit rude to the opponent. Today, we're exposing what UFC fighters don't want you to know about their most devastating tools. The ones that look so innocent, your grandma could probably mimic them, until her hip pops out anyway. Let's peel back the layers and discover the genuine genius hiding in plain sight. First up, behold the friendly jab, nasty takedown. How many times have you seen a fighter throw what looks like a benign feel-out jab, only for them to vanish at the waist and re-emerge, holding their opponent's ankles like a lost puppy? It's genius, really. You're expecting a punch, your hands are up, your stance are ready to defend a strike, and bam! You're on your butt, wondering if you just tripped over your own ego. That jab isn't meant to land, it's a smokescreen, a red herring, polite "how do you do" before they try to spoon you to the canvas. Khabib Nurmagomedov was a master of this. He'd throw a jab so nonchalant you'd think he was just pointing at his opponent's chin to remind him it was still there. Next, we delve into the dark arts of false rhythms of the counter. Picture this, fighter starts slow, methodical, tap, tap, tap. They're basically lulling you into a rhythmic trance, like a really boring metronome. You start to think, I see their pattern, I know what's coming. That, my friends, is where you've already lost. They're not being slow, they're setting a trap. They want you to feel confident, to think you've downloaded their entire striking dictionary. Then, when you throw your predictable counter, they've already downloaded your counter and have a nasty surprise waiting. It's like watching a chess grandmaster play checkers, letting you win a few pieces before checkmating you with a pawn. Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor have both shown flashes of this tactical brilliance that make you think you're in control, then pull the rug out from under your feet, and then probably punch you in the face. Our third secret weapon is the hand trap headshot combo. This isn't about brute force, it's about delicate deception. Fighters will often try to control or move their opponent's hands. It looks like a bit of a grapple, a bit of a feel out, but really, they're like a cat playing with a mouse, just waiting for the right moment. They'll parry, paw, or even subtly push your guard down just an inch, creating a tiny window, and in MMA, an inch is a mile. Once that window opens, even for a split second, boom, a power shot comes crashing through. Same goes for head movement. Sometimes a fighter isn't just dodging a punch, they're moving their head to a specific angle to set up their own devastating counter. It's a 2-for-1 special. Evade a punch, then deliver one that sends your opponent to dreamland. Israel Adesanya is a master of creating these small openings. the calf kick. Everyone knows it, everyone hates it. They're on the receiving end. But what you might not know is that the most effective calf kicks aren't just thrown willy-nilly. They too are secret weapons built on deception. Fighters will often feint high, throw a jab, or even pretend to go for a takedown. Anything to get your attention away from your unsuspecting shin. Making you look at their hands while their foot is having a very serious conversation with your peroneal nerve. It's the MMA equivalent of "look over there," that's stealing your lunch money. It's not just about kicking a leg. It's about kicking a leg when your opponent's brain is busy elsewhere. Think about how many fights have been completely turned around by these seemingly simple kicks. They accumulate, they cripple, they often lead to the grand finale. Dustin Poirier utilized this beautifully against Conor McGregor. So why don't fighters just shout these strategies from the rooftops? Well, for one, they kind of prefer winning. And two, these aren't just physical techniques. They're deeply rooted in fight IQ and psychological manipulation. It's about exploiting human reflexes, creating false patterns, and basically being a very clever bully. These secret weapons leverage our natural instincts. We see a jab, we expect a jab. We see a slow rhythm, we get comfortable. Fighters train countless hours to make these movements second nature, to make their deception look utterly effortless. It's a game of chess played at blinding speed, with very real consequences for every pawn moved or every calf kicked. Now that you're armed with this insider knowledge, your fight-watching experience will never be the same. You're no longer just a spectator, you're a detective, looking for the telltale signs of a secret weapon being deployed. Fight isn't just about the knockout, it's about the intricate dance of deception that leads up to it. Next time you watch a fight, keep your eyes peeled for that disguised takedown, that false rhythm, that sneaky hand trap, or the innocent-looking jab setting up a debilitating calf kick. Once you see it, once you understand the why behind the what, you can't unsee it. It's like finding Waldo, but Waldo is about to get knocked out. What are some other secret weapons you've noticed fighters using? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed feeling like a clandestine MMA strategist, smash that like button, subscribe for more takedowns, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next episode. Thanks for watching, and remember, in the UFC, sometimes the biggest weapons are the ones you never saw coming.